Hi everyone, Jeremy here, quantstrategic.com.sg, and it's the 16th of Jan. Some updates for you on after 2 weeks of trading on the Straits Times Index, the Singapore Straits Times, and what has happened is that on a monthly basis, the STI is still continuing on its uptrend towards our initial target of 3,108 points. All right, so the STI is trying to hit this particular target 3108. Why this target is so significant? Because if you look at the STI, it has actually been on a downtrend since 2018 right here, with a short at around the 3108 level. So this particular downtrend has actually came up with a low of 2203 at the base of the pandemic, and we have actually had quite a bit of recovery. And the first target will be at 3108, where it will break this particular super trend line, flipping a test to 3270 above the SSSA line of the STI. So if we do break 3108 next week, we want to see whether price action is able to protrude above the cloud and move above 3270. Just a little bit of warning, whenever price action hits into the cloud, you will notice one of two things. One of the more significant things is that price action tends to stay within the cloud for a while before it actually breaks out or it breaks down. All right, so this is during this period of time. It is recommended for you to hold your trading positions or clear some positions if you are on a shorter time frame trading. All right, so just wait for the price action to resolve before adding in positions. All right, so this is on a monthly basis. On the weekly charts of the STI, all right, we are still continuing with our breakout long signal at 2693 in July, in November last year, and the STI very significantly has held above this SSSA line and maintained this bullish stance above the SSSA line since November. All right, so this is a good development for the Straits Times Index to find some strength. It has actually consolidated in this particular range here for a couple of weeks, broken out strongly first week of Jan, and on the second week of Jan, we see this nice green candlestick right here. So 3108 target seems to be quite doable for now, and we'll watch the weekly charts on a medium time frame. Okay, coming to the dailies chart, pretty much the same bullish picture for the Straits Times Index on a shorter term time frame on the dailies chart, and the long signal still very much intact at 2506, issued on the 4th of November, targeting 3108. And currently, we have broken out from this particular level at 2920. Very nice clean breakout out of this range, and it has gapped up and more or less over the past 5 trading days, making higher highs and trying to reach its target at 3108. So essentially, the pivot right now is 2920. For those of you who have shorter term positions, please take note when the STI breaks 2920, because chances are every time it breaks a pivot point, it will hit into the cloud and test 2680 in the shorter term. All right, and looking at the 4-hourly charts on the STI, you'll be able to have a clearer picture as to when this particular trend might weaken, if there is a reversal coming into the next trading week of the Straits Times Index. All right, so currently on the 4-hourly, which is pivoted at 2955, an important level to hold, we want to see the STI continue upwards to 3108. Either that, if we break 2955, then the Straits Times Index may test this particular cloud region here at 2840. All right, and this particular support area of the cloud is especially thin. So remember, whenever the cloud lines are pretty thin, it is a very weak support. So breaking 2870, we might test lower levels based on the pivots on the daily charts. All right, so after this breakout, we want to see whether the STI on a short-term basis is able to hold this pivot at 2955, move forward or break through the cloud, and we might have a little bit of short-term weakness if that happens. So as a close for this particular STI recap, I want to bring all viewers to some facts, which is quite interesting on the monthly charts. All right, this is the past 27 years of the trading action of the Straits Times Index, and you can see that the Straits Times Index essentially is actually blocked, or rather driven into a cone whereby price is actually bouncing between two sides of a isosceles triangle. All right, so price action over the past 10 years after the Lehman collapse, all right, it has been actually moving up and down, all right, in this particular cone. So even with a break of 3108, the upside targets could probably initially be at about 3,600 points. All right, so do consider that in terms of the long-term perspective of the Straits Times Index. All right, so essentially, what we want to see is that moving into the month of January 2021, we want to see how the STI performs, whether it breaks 3108, breaks above the super trend line of the monthly charts, and then progresses above, stays above, and goes higher. All right, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you again in our next video.